So what got me into cars really started from a young age. It was always all about the experiences of it all. Making friends, connecting with family, and just having fun. So when I was younger, my parents took me to Road America a lot and got to meet all the drivers and got to experience the whole thing, really. I remember hearing the engines and how loud they were and how it hurt my ears at that age. And I remember feeling the air rush by me when they passed. The feeling of adrenaline at that time was, well, not anything that I was able to experience before that. So my dad was the main person that in my family that really enjoyed motorsports and loved watching Formula One, loved going to IndyCar races, and just that's pretty much how I got my interests initially, and it was a good way to connect with him. So during that time in my life, I knew that I loved design and I knew that I loved cars, so I needed to find a way to bring them both together. So I took up photography. Couldn't really get into video because I thought that you needed more equipment for that, and I just didn't want to, I guess. But at that time I was able to really bring them together, and it really amplified my love for the two. My name is Connor, and I drive a 2015 Mini Cooper S. My dad's favorite brand was always Ferrari. I could never really pinpoint which exact model was his favorite, but I knew that mine was always the Testarossa. The vents on the side just always, like, I don't know what it was about it. It looked cool. It made the car actually look like it was going 100 miles an hour when it was just sitting there in front of you. So at that time in my life, my dad was going on work trips every other week, so I didn't really have a lot of time spent with him, and I really needed to cherish the times that we did have together. And those times were always Sunday mornings watching Formula One, and I just instantly fell in love with watching those cars go around each corner as fast as they do. And I just needed to figure out how that was even possible. And that's what really got me deeper into learning more about cars and like what goes into modifying them to be able to do that. Go around a corner at 100 miles an hour, 150. When I got my license when I was 16 years old, the car that my parents gave me was a 1995 Buick Park Avenue. Boat of a car. It was a hand-me-down for my sister when she moved out, and at the time, that meant my freedom. I cut off the muffler. I plastered up wheels, plastered up the stock wheels black, and added a cold air intake from pieces I got from AutoZone. After that, I heard about another car show that happens every year in Wisconsin called Automotion. It's pretty much like H2OI for Wisconsin. Cops are around pulling people over, like kids are driving up and down the streets with their cars, just showing them off. And so after hearing about that and what it's like, I knew that I needed to do something else to the car, because right at that moment it was a tan Buick Park Avenue with black wheels and loud exhaust. I had to put my own touch on it, something that I thought was really creative, but I decided to paint my car with chalkboard paint. So I brought my chalkboard Buick to Automotion, wrote on the side of it, right on me. I could park the car on the street anywhere and just leave chalk on the hood and just wait for people to draw on it. Quickly found out that I was very naive, because apparently human nature really wants people to draw a bunch of phallic symbols on another person's car. So yeah, that happened. I really didn't expect that the first car that I was gonna actually own was gonna be a Mini, but I really loved Euro cars. It was manual transmission, and it was red, to complement the Ferrari obsession of my family. When I first brought the Mini over to my parents to show them what I bought, my dad was actually really surprised. I was able to really use that car as a way to connect with my dad and really strengthen that relationship with him. If it wasn't for my dad taking me to Road America, I don't know if I would have actually gone into cars. And I'm really glad that I did. I'm really glad that he did. And it's given me experiences that I wouldn't trade for anything. But when I think about what it means to be a car enthusiast, I don't think you need to have the coolest car or know how to work on your car. I think it means that you have an interest. And with that interest, it brings you closer to your family, your friends, and also brings fun experiences into your life that you wouldn't have otherwise. So I say, cut that muffler off, paint your car with that spray can, do everything that you are told not to do with your car. This is your story. Make it something you're proud of.